Yo, it's Skido. It's been over 4,000 days since we got a brand new Mario Kart game. Now Mariokart World's here. This streak is broken, and it's been fun. But if you're anything like me, hopping onto Mariokart World was a little bit of a mindfuck. You know, the new techniques, the items too. It could be a little overwhelming. But I'm here to tell you not to worry. I will be going over the do's and don'ts of Mario Kart World. That being said, the do's are what you should do, and the don'ts are what you shouldn't do. Before I start the video, y'all should totally subscribe. No more self-promos, let's get into it. Do take shortcuts, but don't forget to charge or charge jump while you're taking that shortcut. I'll paint a picture real quick. If you use a charge jump as you're entering an off-road section, that will allow you to use your mushroom later as you're taking the shortcut, which then lets you take longer and much bigger shortcuts. And while we're on the topic of charge jumps, do charge jump onto anything. You see that tree? Yeah, you could trick off that. You see that pole? Yeah, you could trick off that too. You see this random object in the middle of the stage? You could trick off that too, believe it or not. While you're in midair and you run into some object on the stage, your character will automatically trick off of that, which not only gets you a speed boost, but it also extends any shortcut that you're trying to take. They're rather easy to perform too. Like I said, all you gotta do is run into that object when you're in midair. You could do that with a feather, you could do that with a charge jump, you could do that while jumping off of a power line. It's simple, easy, and sexy.
What?
This next tip depends on how many coins you have in the moment, so understand it's a case of circumstance. Do follow the gold shell, but don't collect the coins. Let me explain. So as the gold shell travels, it drops coins, right? Don't you think everybody else in the lobby is gonna want to follow that bit? If you thought that way, I'm glad we're on the same page. When they see that gold shell, they're gonna think, coins. They're all gonna think that. So take advantage of everybody funneling to the center. And this is where drafting comes into play. So as that gold shell be dropping them jewels, follow the other players even if they're taking up the coins. And then following those players will get you a draft. I must emphasize, speed boosts are very important in Mario Kart World. So yeah, follow the gold shell even if the other players are taking up the coins. Don't wall ride on outside walls. Because even though you can get a speed boost after wall riding the outside wall is already gonna put you back a few spots. Matter of fact, while we're on it, don't wall ride on turns in general. Because on the other hand, if you wall ride on an inside drifting wall, it's just going to send you straight to the outside one, which would put you off course, which could send you into a wall or just straight up off the course. No, I'm not saying don't wall ride, because there are a few circumstances where it can benefit you. For example, if a wall leads to another path, go for it, twin. Or if that wall leads to a slack line or an item, or straight paths, people, straight paths. That's when you're gonna want to wall ride. Now, this is the one tip in this video that you could totally ignore, except for the inside wall part. That one's actually serious. But every time you come across a wall that you feel so obliged to ride, I want you to ask yourself, what am I getting out of this wall? Will I get an item? Will I gain a few placings? Will I look badass while doing it? If any of those questions get a yes in your head, then fuck it, take that wall. Unless you want to pull off some crazy shit like this.
There's no way you can move something silly.
The takeaway from this tip, you can take an outside wall, but just know you might be signing up to lose a few spots.
Yeah, why y'all put cheese on my cheeseburger? I'm sorry, what? Shut your bitch ass. Someone come in there and shoot your...
Do get dash food items whenever you see them, but don't ignore them. As stated in the previous tip, speed boost items play a drastic role in Mario Kart World. With the numerous amount of off-road sections, it's crucial. Dash mushrooms not only change a character's outfit, but also act as mushrooms too. So anything you could do with a mushroom, you could do with dash food, but not blue shell dodges. I don't think you can blue shell dodge. I've tried multiple times, but feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. I tried this for like 2 hours. I could not do it. Don't use a speed boost item in the middle of a straight path. Do wait for an off-road section and use it there. And this tip could be the difference between 17th place and first place. Items like mushrooms, triple mushrooms, super mushrooms, mega mushrooms, and stars are the items I'm trying to talk about. Booze can do it too. Booze can cut through off-roads now. I didn't know that until I finished the video. The items listed can be used to cut off big portions of the track. And in Mario Kart World, you could drive where you think you can't. So use that to your advantage. But don't take that too literally though. Watch out for like the little barriers or something. What the fuck are you doing? And off-road sections are very apparent in Mario Kart World. Now, of course, there are some exceptions to this tip. For example, if you got a mega mushroom and you see like 16 people in front of you, let them know big dogs gotta bark. Or like if you're trying to make a last-ditch effort and you got a super mushroom, of course you gotta use it. But I'm talking for in the middle of the track or if you're down by a lot or something. Do play any character that you want, but don't play Wario in his Bumblebee outfit. Please. These outfits might distract players from fully enjoying the game. I might be attracted to Wario. Not gonna lie, this shit got me kicking my feet. Editor Skido, roll the clip of Wario hitting the question mark block. Oh yeah! Oh yeah, I want more $80. Nice. I'm not ashamed. When you're in a water section, don't spam the charge jump button to get tricks off the water. I have set up a multiplayer racing lobby to demonstrate this tip with none other than myself playing as both characters. On the left side, you'll see me driving straight, doing nothing, absolutely nothing. And on the right, you're gonna see me spamming the trick button. Which one do you think is going to be faster? I want your predictions right now before I show it off. So the left side was just barely faster, making going straight more optimal than spamming the trick button in the water. On the flip note, this also applies to a straight road. Continuously charging and releasing your charge jumps will not get you any more speed than driving straight. But if you do want to use your charge jump in an optimal manner, release your charge jump as you're taking a speed boost. In this case, that speed boost that you take with you on the ground carries over to the air and it doesn't diminish until you land, which could evidently let you pass people. If you guys got something out of this video, or if you guys enjoyed it to the slightest extent, drop a like and join the Skido squad by subscribing. But seriously, thank you guys for 1,590 subscribers. 1,590, that's a lot. I love y'all. And if you guys want to check out any of my other socials or my Discord, my link tree is going to be in the description. Y'all should totally click that. Like what? But that's going to do it for me. I hope you guys are enjoying Mario Kart World as much as I am, and you should expect to see way more Mario Kart content in the future. But yeah, I'm out. Love y'all. Bye.